If you haven't already heard, it's the Great September Lock-in, where everyone's trying to get on top of their money before the end of the year. Here are 5 easy things that you can do with your money to better yourself before we see the year out. Number 1 is to open a sinking fund and start to put aside money for Christmas now. Open a pot and decide how much you're trying to save. Then, every time you get paid, set aside an amount of money which will help you to meet the target. This means that when Christmas shopping comes around, you won't feel overwhelmed by the amount of spending you have to do because you've already planned for it. Second is to spend at least 2 months tracking your spending. This can be through budgeting apps like Snoop or Emma, or an Excel spreadsheet if you prefer. It doesn't really matter which method you choose to try this, but it does matter that you start to gain an insight into your finances and understand where the spending is that you can start to cut down. Third is to move any savings which is sat in a current account or a low interest savings account to a high yield savings account. And if in doubt, I put this into my available cash on Trading 212, as they usually give a pretty good rate over there. Fourth is to spend some time doing a clear out of your cupboard and your wardrobe to put any items that you're not planning to use on Vinted. If you're not planning to use it, someone else could use it and would be willing to pay you money for it. So take some nice photos, write a good listing, and get that stuff on Vinted so that you can put that extra cash towards any spending that you do want to make. And finally is to try and make at least one more investment before the end of the year. If you're new to investing, try and put £1 in a Trading 212 account and invest it into the S&P 500, just to prove to yourself that you are able to invest and that you are willing to get started. And if you're already investing, why don't you challenge yourself to add one new stock or fund to your portfolio, or make one overpayment on your investment account before the end of the year, just to prove to yourself that you're still pushing forward and you're still willing to learn new things along the way.